This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Welcome to INC Radio Oregon. We thank you so much for once again sharing your precious time, and we hope you will enjoy the topic and discussion today. I am your host, Geraldine Langit, from the local congregation of Vancouver, here in our ecclesiastical district of Oregon. And so, for our topic today, it is entitled Yes, Gratitude Matters. And before we go into our topic, we encourage our viewers to engage with us by sharing your feedback on the questions and the topic discussions in the live chat. There's no fee, it's free of charge, so please go ahead and comment down in the live chat. And remember to hashtag your local congregation and group worship service. Remain with us throughout the broadcast, and we hope today you will be inspired by our content. And so, before we go ahead and go to our topic, I would like to introduce our very lovely guest, Mercedes. Hello, Mercedes.
Hello, Geraldine, and hello all to our viewers today on INC Radio Oregon. I'm Mercedes Marlin Pizarro from the local congregation of Hillsborough here in the District of Oregon. Greetings to all of my family members, Mar, Melinda, Brother Jeremy, and Sister Nikki. And Brother Jeremy did greet me in the live chat, so hello to you. I hope you're doing well and safe, Kuya, and to all of my friends there back in the Philippines, in Quezon City and in Urdaneta City, Pangasinan. Good morning to you all, and hello.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Sadie. And once again, thank you for joining me today in our topic. So, today we will explore the importance of cultivating gratitude. We will discover how it can alter our mindset about the things we already have and the world around us. So, let's get started. Before we go to our question and answer with Sadie, if our Kuya text can please show our question for our live chat today. The question is, what are the three things or people that you are grateful for? So basically, it's three things or people I am grateful for. So you can go ahead and comment that in our live chat. It could be three things, or it could be three people, or it could be three places. So just go ahead and comment that in our live chat. And so before we go to our topic, what are the three things or people that you are grateful for?
It's a good thing that you put a limit on that, Geraldine, because I have a laundry list of people and things that I'm grateful for. But I'll list a few. So first of all, I'm grateful for my family, for their constant love and their support. And they always keep me grounded in reality and also support me in my wild and corny thoughts. I'm also thankful for my duty as choir director, as well as all of the choir members that are under my care. Because, of course, without my choir members, then how can I be a choir director? As well as they always keep me on my toes. And I appreciate all the ways being able to perform with them, always being able to teach them new things and help them in the performance of their duty. And above all else, I'm always grateful for our Almighty God. For without Him, nothing in life is possible. And His constant help and His guidance, not just to me, but for my family as well. So, Geraldine, what are you grateful for?
Yes, thank you for asking me that. For me, kind of like same thing as what you mentioned. I'm also very grateful for my family, for my parents and my older sisters and my pamangkin, which is bilog. They're always with me no matter what I do. They're always very supportive. They're always very caring and loving. And also, I'm very, very grateful for my membership in the Church of Christ. All of us are members of the Church of Christ. We're all very, very grateful because without our membership, we wouldn't be the person we are today. And so for that, I am very grateful. And lastly, I would say I'm very grateful for my friends as well, because when sometimes when I'm sad, when I don't know what to do with school, or like just with anything I'm feeling, my friends are always there to also help me and like allow me to just rant with them and vent to them so I can understand my emotions. So yes, I'm hoping to read more in the live chat in a little bit. So let's go ahead and go into our topic. Again, our topic is yes, gratitude matters. So, Sadie, how does gratitude change our mindsets?
For me, gratitude makes me more positive and more optimistic in my outlook in life because, of course, not everything in life goes the way that we want or the way that we plan. So, at the end of the day, you just think about, you know, um, what were the things that went well and then what were the things that didn't go well. But you don't focus on the things that didn't go well. You just remember that I was able to accomplish this. I was able to do the things that I needed to do. And next time I can always do better.
Yes, I like that. I was gonna say the same thing, Sadie. Being grateful allows us to, like alter our minds into a more positive mindset. Because even if kind of like what you said, even if things don't go well as planned, um, we still need to be grateful for about it. Even if it didn't go well, at least we tried something, like instead of saying, oh man, it didn't go well, like that's it. Like, what am I going to do now? Like, you can change your mindset to, oh, it didn't go well. At least I tried, so being grateful, no matter how big or small our accomplishments are, it allows us to look into things more positively. And also, I would also like to add, it allows us to face the hard times like easier instead of, kind of like being really, really sad and really, like really disappointed. It allows us to have a positive outlook into it. And so when we are grateful, what feelings are we experiencing?
For me, when I'm grateful, I experience a feeling of content. Like, it's not too much and it's not too little. It's just enough. Like, like what we've been talking about, even if we don't accomplish all the things that we want or things don't go the way that we planned, I always feel like there's always something to be had. Like, I can go to sleep at night feeling like I had something good always.
Yes, that's really good. I like that you mentioned contentment because, kind of like what you said. Sometimes when things don't go well or when things go down, you stop thinking about what you did or the efforts that you made into it. So at least when we're grateful, we feel content that we did something. And I also want to add, I think for me, when I'm feeling grateful, I feel appreciation into like the little things, and like no matter how big or small they are, you still appreciate something when you are grateful. I remember I there's a digital or like a website that I used to I started like a couple years ago, and then I found out that before I used to say my little grateful before the night ends. I would type in the things I am grateful for. Even the little things like waking up early, or like folding my laundry, or like going to the mall with my parents. I am super grateful for that. And so it allows me to appreciate them even better. And so I like that you mentioned that. How about so yeah, we are grateful kind of like on the things that we experience or on ourselves, but how do you express your gratitude to others, and how does it influence the relationships that you have?
This is a very outward way for me to express my gratitude towards others, but many of my choir members can attest to this that even most especially before like a big performance of our duties, or even just randomly, I will bake them cookies or I'll make them dessert, and I'll make sure that everyone gets some like after a choir practice or after worship service, just so I can show them that I'm appreciative of their efforts. I'm grateful that they're always striving their best to perform their duties. And even though it's not anything really special or anything very expensive, I just want to show them that I'm very grateful for their presence. And in any way, I'm always there, not just as their choir director, but I'm also there like as their ate or their sister or even just their friend.
Wow, that's really nice, Sadie. I want to go there and taste some of your baked goods. Yeah, it's that's a really good one too. Sometimes not a lot of people are vocal. Not a lot of people would say thank you or appreciate you, but even the actions of gratitude is also a really important aspect of being grateful. You said you bake goods for your choir members or for other people, but I want to know, how do other people express their gratitude to you? What kind of like what's something you notice that they do?
For me, even though it's very small and it's very simple, just the act of saying thank you in any situation, like after worship service, sometimes choir members or even just regular brethren would say, thank you, sister, for performing during the worship service. Like it's very heartwarming and very touching to know that people are very thankful. They show their gratitude that I'm there, I'm present. And even in other just simple things in life, when you do something for someone else and they're like, oh, thank you so much for doing that, I really appreciate what you've done, it just fills me with joy. And I know it's very cliche to say, but the feeling is always very there. It's very warm and it's very loving.
Wow, that's nice. Very warm and very loving. That reminds me of my little CWS kids, Children's Worship Service kids. Um, Whenever I, because sometimes after worship service, we give them candies, chocolates, or like fruits. And other than saying thank you, say thank you, Ate Din, or thank you, Ate, they also give me hugs, which I love, love, love so much. You know, like those tiny little tiny hands wrapping around you. It just makes me feel really nice, kind of like what you said, like warm and loving. Okay, so before we go on to our topic, or before we go on continue, I would kind of want to read some of our comments here, who answers what they are grateful for. And so we have from Sister Marietta Miller saying, she is grateful. I am grateful po that I'm still able to wake up daily and be able to work and serve our Almighty God. Yes, that's really nice po. And then we also have, let's see what else. And then from Brother Juan David saying, hello po, Kajes. I believe you're very grateful for something these past days. And also from Sister Lucy Ancheta saying, expressing your love by calling them. Yes, this is one of the answers to our questions instead of, like how do you express your gratitude if your loved ones are far from you? We always have our cell phones or social media to call them and tell them that you love them and you appreciate them. And then from F. Fernandez saying, what's up, Oregon? Much love from your New Jersey fam. Thank you so much, Bo, for joining us. And from Brother J. Cruz, also greetings to all the brethren po from hashtag Vancouver. And also from Brother Nerio Kitoriano saying hello po everyone. And also from Brother Vam Canla saying happy viewing po for all the brethren. Hashtag Boise and Fruitland GWS. All right. So we'll go ahead and keep reading those in a little bit. So, Sadie, going to our topic, why does gratitude matter to you? What purpose does it serve?
Gratitude matters to me because, like what we've been talking about, it keeps us optimistic and it keeps us positive, and as well as it helps us to remain grounded in reality, to always remember that we can improve on things, but as well as to be content with what we have in life, and to always reflect on the things that really matter to us, especially like for us as members of the Church of Christ, that we're always grateful for our Almighty God's help and guidance every day, and that He gives us the things that we need in our lives, and even more so, the things that we don't always ask for, but sometimes are the things that we either need or the things that we want.
Yes, thank you for sharing that, Sadie. I agree with everything that you mentioned. Kind of like if we're not grateful, if we don't take some time to just think about the things that have been happening, let's say in the day or like in the past couple of weeks, past couple of days, I feel like we're gonna take for granted the things that the blessings of our Almighty God. Kind of like what Sister Marietta Miller mentioned in her comment. Sometimes we forget to say thank you for still being alive, for still being able to wake up the next day, because that also like the world nowadays is super hard, super a lot of troubles, a lot of problems. So just taking a little bit of time for ourselves to be grateful of the positive, the little big things that is happening in our lives, it makes us keep going, and kind of like what you said, content. I want to mention like my experience. For example, like last week we just talked about graduation, and so I graduated with my associate's degree. But during that time, kind of like couple days, couple weeks before my graduation day, there is some kind of like negative thinking in my brain saying, "Oh, it's just associate's degree. I can't really work as a nurse yet." But then um, I started changing my mindset. I'm already here. I know I'm still far, but I'm already here. I want to say this. It's in Tagalog, but I'll translate it in English. They say it malayo pa, pero malayo na. It just means we're still far, but we're already far. If you think about it, you're like 2 hour or 2 years far, 2 years ago, you're still too far from it, but now you're already here. So yes, like changed my mindset. I'm very grateful, and on the day of my graduation, my heart was overflowing with so much gratefulness and so much happiness. So yes, I thought I would share that. Okay, so for our before we end our topic, Sadie, what would you suggest someone trying to make gratitude a daily routine? I know we mentioned about how important it is. So what would you suggest?
The first thing that we can do to be more grateful or to show gratitude in our everyday routine is just the simple act of being polite, saying please when you're asking for something, and saying thank you when you receive it, and being very genuine about it. Like if somebody gives you something, you say thank you and you smile, because in return, that person that's gifting you something, they'll feel good about themselves as well. And another way is also just like what we've been talking about, just self reflection upon the good things that happen throughout the day, and just remembering that when we wake up the next day, it's a new day, it's a new slate. We can always do better things.
Yes, I love that, Sadie. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, kind of like what you mentioned, even just the simple little things. Like for example, if you go to a restaurant and your waiter, waitress serve you something, you always say thank you. I know it's their job and they're getting paid for it, but it doesn't cost anything to say thank you to someone, even though they do it like every day. Or kind of like another thing is before you go to bed, you can pull up a notebook, grab a notebook, or even on your phone, on the Notes app, on your phone, you can type whatever you're grateful for in the day, whatever you did in the day. So when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad, you can always look back to it, and that will change your mindset um, into a more positive mindset that yeah, I'm feeling down, but I did all this, and I'm really grateful for that, that I was able to do all of these. And the most important thing, of course, is, having our devotional prayers every night. Um, kind of like what you mentioned, Sadie, earlier. We're not going to have anything in life without the help of our Almighty God. So if we are grateful for other people, more so we should be even more grateful to our Almighty God for allowing us to, continue to have our life and strength, and the people around us, and the many blessings that He continued to give unto us. So before I go on to our takeaway, or like our summary of our topic, I would like to read some more comments, or in our live chat. From Sister Janet Salvador, saying happy watching po from the local of Taguanao, Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental, Philippines. Thank you po for joining us. And then from Sister Hazel Gutierrez, saying, I am grateful for my life, gift of family, friends, good health, and most of all, my holy duty and election. I am forever grateful to be a chosen one. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then from Sister Lucy Ancheta, saying, I am grateful for my friend, Sister Flo. Her lives behind the scene right now, but she'll be here in a little bit. Our loyal INC radio supporters, my family, I love them all. Oh, that's so sweet, Paul. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so for our takeaway for our topic, in a world that is busy and uncertain, cultivating gratitude matters because it can bring us a sense of peace and a feeling of contentment with the things and people in our lives. And always, always remember to give thanks to our Almighty God for everything that He have given us. All right. So, Sister Flo, I would like to call on you for our present and past future activities in our district.
All right. Thank you, Geraldine, for leading our broadcast today. Good job to our to Geraldine and Sadie for being here on our broadcast today, and we're so happy to have you all joining here on our live chat this afternoon. Well, we have a lot of we have some quite of activities that's going on in our district, and let me just share that with you today. And our district Kadiwa um, members will be going on a nature walk at the Portland Rose Garden tomorrow. And it's not just for the Kadiwas; we all can go join because those roses there are very beautiful to look at. So uh, go hang out with them and maybe take some beautiful pictures as well. And for the local congregation of Boise on July 4th, that was yesterday. They had a Friday youth mission. Then on July 13th, CWS kids drawing and coloring tutorials. I feel like we want to go join them too. And then for local congregation of Vancouver, July 12th, we'll be having a local socializing and get together there at Marshall Park here in Vancouver. I'm kind of excited about that. All right. And, July has been a very celebratory type of a month for quite a bit of us here. And we have birthdays going on still for uh, here in our members here in the District of Oregon. So on July 6th, here on July 6th, sorry, Sister Evie Esteban. July 7th, Sister Chloe Cruz. July 8th, Brother J.R. Villanueva. And July 8th as well, Sister Rose Kagingin. They're all from the local congregation of Beaverton. And then Sister Elia Escano, the daughter, cute, beautiful daughter of Brother John Dave Escano. Her birthday is going to be on July 12th. And so we have birthday celebrations going on. There's more to come as the months will progress. And then our anniversary celebration from the local congregation of Beaverton, Brother Neil and Sister Cheryl Bludgett on July 9. All right. And before I hand this over to Sister Geraldine, let me just read a few more that came through while I'm at it. Hello to Brother Abe Balan. hello to the District of Oregon, to the brethren up here. He's greeting them. And Sister Janet Salvador, she said, I'm so grateful to be one of the chosen people. I'm continuously performing my divine duties, Paul, and so happy that we have INC Radio in our lives. Inspires me every day, in spite as many troubles in life, right? So just letting all of you know that you can go to INC Radio Oregon. I'm grateful for this platform as well. All right, winding back over to you, Geraldine.
All right. Thank you so much, Flo, for helping with that, me with that. And also, again, thank you so much, Sadie, for help for being with our show today. And so, for our special acknowledgments, we would like to thank our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, and brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, our deputy executive minister, as well as brother Molly Taray, our INC radio station manager, and brother Manny Andaya, our executive producer. Thank you so much, Paul, for your guidance and for your support in our INC radio station here in the District of Oregon. Without your help and guidance, well, we wouldn't be able to have this platform, to be able to share our faith and to be able to share our insights with our fellow brethren and also those who are not members of the Church of Christ. So thank you so much, Sister Flo.
All right, signing off for our broadcast today. We are grateful to all of you who've joined us here on INC Radio Oregon, especially to our District Minister, Brother Moises Cadusale, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Gino Romelo, and I want to just say a special thank you also to Brother John Dave Escano, our multimedia advisor, who continuously guides us here on INC Radio as well as multimedia team. Thank you so much. And also, join us again next week on another episode next Saturday. Please share this link and to your friends and family. They might be inspired as well, and maybe remind them to also be grateful. So let's subscribe to INC Radio DZM 954 on the YouTube channel. We hope that all of you will have a great and wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everyone, and drink lots of water because it's hot out there. Take care, everyone.